They are watching a BBC4 documentary on digging the Crossrail tunnel under London, the third time they've seen it. After chatting briefly with them about Ada and Phyllis, their favourite pair of tunnel-boring machines, he heads out to his office in the garden. It's more of a summer house than an office, but it gives him some space to work when he's down here, away from the parental requests to recover lost emails, find car keys, order the weekly shop online. The first time his mother tried to use the Waitrose website, 18 shiny grapefruits turned up. Nothing more, nothing less. It's the least he can do for all that they've done for him over the years, helping to bring up Milo. His 15-year-old son is over at a mate's house tonight, and Luke knows that's exactly where he is, because Milo has forgotten he's friends with his old man on Snapchat and failed to turn off his location. Luke fires up his desktop computer and searches for his old school photo on Facebook again. The girls are all sporting boaters, the boys silk skullcaps. He didn't want his parents to buy him one. They were too expensive, and he'd never wear it again. But they'd insisted, saying it was important to mark the moment. He zooms in on Freya Lau. Why did he confide so much in Gemma tonight? It was unsettling when he bumped into her in the surgery. She was so familiar, and yet he couldn't place her. When he saw her in the pub again later, it was like being transported back in time to their school days. Her dark, expressive eyes, offset by pale skin, were identical to Freya's, but it wasn't so much an exact physical likeness as a manner. The way she tucked a loose strand of hair behind an ear, tilted her face upward in the conversation. The lilt of a faint Indian accent. Maybe it's all just wishful thinking, a symptom of his recent desire to find Freya. He thinks again about Gemma, aware of a nagging idea in the back of his mind. If she's not connected in some way to Freya Lau, who is she? The mystery woman who turned up in their village today, unable to remember a single thing about her life. And that tattoo, a lotus flower. It would make a compelling story, irresistible clickbait. He left that world behind long ago, but he still misses it, even if it has changed. The Fleet Street he once worked in, before the death of his wife, has all but gone. Shoe leather investigations replaced by big data leaks on the dark web, content providers taking over from reporters, drunken sub-editors sacked to make way for clean-living digital natives who clock on at 5 a.m. Milo has grown up not knowing a world without social media, or Google, or the internet. The woman with no name and no memory. It's tempting. His phone buzzes. It's a text message from Laura. Are you awake? L. Kiss. He hesitates, glancing at the time. It's 12:50 a.m., late for a text by his generation's standards. He tries to rationalize the situation, his normal logic blurred by one too many pints with Sean after the quiz. Laura's a spice, as Milo would say. She's also married to Tony, blissfully so it would seem. Luke had been very happy with his girlfriend Chloe, but it wasn't right or fair that she was waiting for him to be ready to have children with her. He would never be ready. As he tried to explain to her, he's almost 50, 10 years older than her, on to the next stage in life, a teenager in tow. Middle age is lapping at the levee of his youth. He texts back. Awake. Everything okay? He pauses, and then adds a kiss. Strict parity, no chirpsing, another Milo phrase. He can see his son rolling his eyes. Google Gemma Hewish and manslaughter. He looks at her message, disappointed by the end of texting niceties, the cut to the chase. And then he searches Google. The first result is a brief story about a murder case 12 years ago. He reads it through, taking in the sickening details, and looks at the woman in the fuzzy main photo. A sallow, haunted face, beautiful in a deranged sort of way. Why's Laura asked him to Google her? His phone buzzes with another text. Look familiar? He glances at the face again and sits up in his chair. Christ. You think it's Gemma? He is still staring at the out-of-focus face. It's hard to tell.